Okay, we're at Keefe Gym here this afternoon. We're junior varsity ball game between the Patriots and the Raiders. We're talking to some of the Raider players, their final game this year. With me is Aaron Carboneau, one of the sophomores on this squad for Coach Benetatos. How'd this year go, Aaron, for you, playing for Coach Benetato?
I think it went very well. Yeah, he's a great guy to play under.
Practices were pretty easy, weren't they?
Yeah, right.
Well, he wanted me to ask you that. You know, this is what we got to do. We got to ask you, see how the season went, and you know, we're going to get some of the other fellas in here too. You had a good season, though. He stressed a lot of defense during the year, though, right?
Yeah, he did. That's one of the keys to our game. If it wasn't for our defense, we wouldn't have had our great offense that we did. So
you guys made a heck of a run. You lost your first game, then you won 17 out of the last 18 games there, or something like that. So that's a tribute to you guys and to the coaching staff here. Good talking to you, and good luck tonight against the Patriots. All right. Let's see who else. We'll see who else we can get here. Mike. We'll get Mike Stempak, one of the guards. I almost forgot your position there. Mike, another member of the junior varsity squad here for Coach Benetatos. How'd you like playing for Coach B this year?
Well, I think he was probably the best coach I've probably had. He makes us work.
Yeah.
Haven't had to do much of that in the past.
He doesn't have much of a temper, though. He doesn't show too much.
No, not in the court. He doesn't. No. He doesn't.
Down in the locker room, does he kind of take it easy during those halftime talks?
He usually gets his message across during halftime.
He doesn't have to say too much.
He says what has to be said.
Practices were kind of easy, weren't they, this year?
Well, they're a little rough. You know.
Just a little, huh?
A little bit.
Well, good luck to you going against the Patriots. You guys got a heck of a record this year. You can win this one tonight. I know we're speculating, but you go 18-2, though. That'd be great for you guys this year.
Yeah, it would. I'd be very happy with that.
Okay, good luck to you, Mike.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks. We got Greg Sinus and Pat Dwyer here, a couple other members. Greg, freshman, and Pat, a sophomore here with the junior varsity squad. We'll start with Greg. How'd you like playing for Coach B this year?
It was a lot of hard work, but it was a lot of fun also.
Practices were kind of easy, though, weren't they?
No, not really.
No? Okay. Pat, how about halftime? How about those halftime talks?
Oh, I don't know. He does the job. He goes in there and just gets us fired up for the next half, I guess.
Does he have stocks in garbage cans, or?
At times I think he should have some in there. I don't know. He goes through a couple of games if he has to.
You guys look sharp this year. You stressed defense, and you guys are hitting the big men underneath, yourself included there, and hitting the shots from outside. You guys had a good season. You've beaten what? Everybody in Vermont? Everybody in the state of Vermont? Well, you split with Essex, right? How about the Patriots tonight? What do you think about them?
I don't know. Their coach says we can't shoot outside very much. Hopefully tonight we'll be able to put his foot in his mouth, I guess.
Okay, how about you, Greg? What are you going to do against the Patriots tonight?
No, I have no idea.
Just come out and play hard, right? Okay, good luck to you guys. Good luck and congratulations on a good season. We're not on yet, okay. Greg Bear-Jeckley, one of the other sophomores here in the junior varsity squad. And when they want to go inside, they go to this fella right here, and along with Mr. Blickarts. And Greg, a great season for you guys this year. Going up against the Patriots tonight, you've beaten them once already. You have a good time playing with Coach Benetatos this year?
Absolutely. We had a great time this year. He kicked our, butts a bit. And
his practices were kind of easy, though, weren't they?
Oh, yeah, terribly.
That's what I thought. I had that impression about him. Those halftime talks, they get you up for the game there, second half of the game? Or?
Yeah, quite a bit. He did what he needed to do. And
you didn't have to say a heck of a lot, right?
No, he didn't say much.
Okay, good luck to you tonight against the Patriots, and congratulations on a good season.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, with me here is Chris. I'm going right in the middle of just a couple seconds here, just a couple questions here, Chris. Huh? I'm going to get right in the middle of the scrimmage here. Okay, here we are at Keefe Gymnasium this afternoon. Another early starting contest here. It's junior varsity basketball this afternoon. Today's ball game features the Rutland High Red Raiders playing host to the Mount Anthony Patriots. The captains meeting at midcourt. They're Chris Mayhew and Drew Blickhartz, and the two captains from Mount Anthony out there. This is Mark Carboneau, along with, for this game, on the camera is Lori Sadowski, and I got her name right because she's telling me here at the same time. Brian Mayhew is going to take this one in because he wants to holler tonight. So, and I'm sure Lori will do an admirable job. She's had some experience doing some girls games this year, so we're in good hands. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back for junior varsity action here on Channel 15, Rutland Region Community Television.
Okay. Crowley, 53.
Okay, we're back here at Keefe Gym, and I'm just going to have to go along as I can here. Maybe Peg can write them down for me. Trying to get the lineup here for Mount Anthony. We're kind of behind the scene. Here we go. We're all set. We got the tip off and the Raiders control. And Mayhew will take it in for the Raiders. Into Blickhartz now. Blickhartz goes inside. The ball goes out of bounds, and it goes off the Raiders. So the Patriots will inbound the ball here with 7:50 left. First quarter action here this afternoon from Keefe Gymnasium. It's junior varsity action. The Raiders and the Patriots. Second time this season these two teams have met, and the Raiders were victorious down in Bennington. As soon as I get the lineup here from Peg, we'll give you the Mount Anthony players. The shot goes up and it rims around, goes out. The same player gets his own rebound here, number 53 for the Patriots. That's Crawley, and he puts it through for the Pats, and the Mount Anthony with the 2-0 lead here. 7:22 left in the first quarter. Into Barajeklian, and he puts it up, partially blocked to Stempeck to Mayhew, driving the base, dishes it to Boynton, and he gets it. There he is, Spring Boynton with the basket. And it's 7:04. The Raiders are on the board, 2-2. Patriots and the Raiders. Back comes number 33 there for the Mount Anthony. That gets it out to 41. We'll have some names here momentarily. And he takes it inside, and we got a blocking foul going against number 51. That's Greg Barajeklian. Geez, I don't know these guys by now. Okay, thanks, Peg. We get Peg Mayhew on the names and the numbers, and we're all set. 6:50 left, first quarter action, and this will be a Patriot ball. We got one. That's the first foul against the Raiders. James inbounds it. The shot goes up off the glass. The rebound controlled by Blickhartz. Blickhartz ahead to Stempeck. Mike Stempeck now brings it up. Over to Blickhartz, and the basket's good. Drew Blickhartz puts it in for the Raiders, and it's 4-2, and he's got a chance for a three-point play here. 6:33 left in the first quarter. That's, let's see, we'll get the number here. Number 41 commits the personal, and that's Wolf for Mount Anthony. So Blickhartz at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Doesn't get it. And gets his own rebound. Into the lane to Barajeklian off the rim, a little short. Gray gets his own rebound. And we got a reach in fall underneath there. Number 53 with the personal. That's Crawley for the Patriots. And that's his first personal. So the Patriots with 2 team fouls, the Raiders with 1. 6:24 left, and they go inside to Blickhartz off the rim, but Boynton's there to get it. Aaron Boynton with the basket, and it's 6-2 Raiders. And back come the Patriots, number 15. That's Rice. Wanted to go to Galley, and he threw it out of bounds. So the Raiders will inbound here with 6:12 left, first quarter action. Stempeck, Mayhew, Barajeklian, Blickhartz, and Boynton in for the Raiders. And the ball goes to Blickhartz. Little skip move in the lane, and he gets it. Drew Blickhartz makes it 8-2 the Raiders. And back come the Patriots. You got a foul in the backcourt there. I think this one's going to go against Mike Stempeck, number 20 there for the Raiders. 5:54 left, first quarter action here from Keefe Gymnasium. And the Pats will inbound it here. Rice goes to Galley. And Galley's in the lane, dishes it back out. Now he goes to James outside. Back to Galley now, working against Boynton of the Raiders. Nice block by Boynton. Back comes Crawley with the shot. Basket's good, and he's fouled on the play. And let's see, that's foul is on number 50. That's Blickart's with the personal. And this will send Crawley to the line for the Patriots. 8-4, the Raiders up here. 5:34 left in the first quarter. Doesn't go, and it's rebounded by Mayhew. Chris Mayhew brings it up for the Raiders. They're in the lead, 8-4. Aaron Bailey into the ball game now, and scramble for it, and Stempeck gets it back. Goes to Bailey off his hands, and Crawley retrieves it for the Patriots. Then they go to James now. James controlling at the point there for the Raiders. And to Rice, and he puts it up, and he's fouled on the play. Stempeck's going to be called on the personal. And that's Mike's second. He's got 2 quick fouls here in the first quarter. Raiders now with 4 team fouls, and the Patriots with 2. Rice will get another one here. That's checking in for the Raiders, Aaron Carboneau, and checking out Stempeck. So you got Mayhew, Bailey, Blickarts, Carboneau, and Boynton in there for the Raiders. The second shot is through, and it's 8-5. The Raiders up by 3 here with 5:02 left. First quarter from Keefe Gymnasium. Final game tonight for the junior varsity squad here at Rutland High. Ball stolen away by Crawley. Carboneau knocks it back, but Galley picks it up. They go to James now down in the corner. James working against Mayhew. Back out on top to Galley. Shot from outside by Rice, and it's good. So Rice hits for the Patriots, and it's 8-7 now. The Raiders up by 1 here, down to 4:35 in the quarter. Ball goes out of bounds, and the Patriots will inbound it here. We set the Raider lineup. We got Bailey, Boynton, Mayhew, Carboneau, who knocks it away, goes to Bailey. Bailey puts it up, and Aaron Bailey is going to be fouled. Number 11 on the call there is James for the Patriots, and he'll pick up the personal. 4:28 left, first quarter action here from Keefe Gymnasium. It's junior varsity basketball, and this will send Aaron Bailey to the line for Rutland. That's James's first foul in the contest. And Bailey gets 1 of 2 for the Raiders, and it's 9-7 Rutland now. Steal by Boynton, goes in and puts it off the glass. Nice play by Aaron Boynton. Got the steal, laid it up and in. It's 11-7. The Raiders on top. And we're down to 4:17 left. First quarter action here. He's inside the Wolf. Crawley going up, and he's fouled on the play. And the foul goes against Chris Mayhew of the Raiders, so that's Chris's first. The Raiders with 5 and the Patriots with 3 team fouls. Crawley at the line for the Patriots. Another one coming here. The 4:10 left, first quarter action. And Crawley gets 1 of 2, so that puts the Patriots up to 8. And it's 11 for the Raiders. And back for the Raiders is Mayhew. We got Bailey out there, Carboneau, Pat Dwyer into the ball game for Rutland now, and Aaron Boynton also. Mayhew working it out here. Going to Bailey. Puts it up, and he's fouled on the play. Falls on 33, that's Galley of the Patriots. And this will send Aaron Bailey to the foul line for the Raiders. Checking in for Rutland is Paller, Dave Paller, and Jake Conway also. So you got Paller, Conway, Dwyer, Bailey, and Carboneau in for the Raiders. Bailey got another one here. Aaron Bailey shooting 50% from the free throw line here this year. Doesn't get the second one. 11-8, the Raiders up, 3:47 left, and the Patriots bring it down. This is Galley now, going inside. Wanted to go to Crowley, knocked away, picked up by Conway. Jake Conway, one of the two freshmen on this junior varsity squad this year for Coach Benetatos. The ball going inside, knocked away. .326 left first quarter, and it's 11-8 the Raiders, and they'll inbound it here on the sidelines. We got Dwyer, Carboneau, Greg Sinus in there, Jake Conway, and Dave Paller. Sinus and Conway, the two freshmen, and a host of sophomores in there. Dwyer wanted to go to Carboneau, cutting through, and it's picked away down the other end. Dwyer's going to pick up the fall. And going in for the shot there for the Patriots was number 23. And I don't have a number and I don't have a name for this player. At any rate, he steps to the charity stripe here for a couple of foul shots. Got another one coming. 3:17 left in the first quarter of play here from Keefe Gym. And the second one he's got, so it's 11-9 now. The Raiders up. 3:15 left, first quarter action. Conway is going to be fouled there, and this one's going to go against number 21 of the Patriots. And that's O'Neal. So O'Neal picks up the personal. And the Raiders will inbound it. 16 fouls against the Raiders and 5 against the Patriots. Dwyer now with the ball for the Raiders. And he goes to Carboneau outside. Aaron Carboneau. Back to Conway from outside. He's got it. Jake Conway with the three-pointer, and it's 14-9. The Raiders down to 2:54 left. First quarter action here. O'Neal driving in, and he's fouled. No, they're going to get him for steps. So O'Neal travels for the Patriots. The ball goes back to the Raiders here. 2:49 left, first quarter. 14-9. The Raiders up. Sinus over to Paller, to Dwyer now. To Carboneau. Steps up, pops, and doesn't go. The rebound is saved by Sinus, but he goes to O'Neal. And O'Neal will bring it up for the Patriots. 2:29 left, first quarter. We go to Galley now. Galley for Mount Anthony. Working against Dwyer, and they got him for steps. There's that tough defense of Raider D stepping up again as they have all year and creating a turnover again. 2:23 left, first quarter. Carboneau brings it up for the Raiders. Knifes his way through, goes to Sinus, who drives in, and he's fouled on the play. This one's going to go against Green of Mount Anthony. And this will put Greg Sinus on the line for Rutland. 2:16 left, first quarter action. The Raiders up 14-9, and both teams 6 team fouls apiece. Okay, we got that player. Thanks, Brian. Van Wagner, number 23, in there for the Patriots. Going out is Crawley, 53. They changed their numbers on us. We had them all set, and they they changed them. Sinus at the line here. Put the first one through, and the second one doesn't go on. Off the back of the rim, controlled by Van Wagner. Brings it down for Mount Anthony now. And we got an offensive foul. And this one goes against Galley, number 33. So the Raiders will inbound it. This should be, yeah, this should be a 1-and-1. That should be the, that's the sixth team foul. Both teams have, now we go to a 1-and-1 situation here, and Pat Dwyer on the line for the Raiders. 2:09 left, first quarter action. The Raiders 15 and the Patriots 9 here at Keefe Gymnasium. Dwyer with the front end of the 1-and-1. Doesn't go. And knocked away. Here comes O'Neal for the Patriots. O'Neal bringing it up now, working against Carboneau out there. Now they go to Van Wagner. Van Wagner inside, and we got a foul on... got a reach-in foul there against the Raiders. This one... So it's a 1-and-1. Let's see here. Still got 33 up there. There it is. That's Aaron Carboneau's first foul. Oh, wait a minute. That's Pat Dwyer. I'm sorry. Okay, I thought they gave it to Carboneau. They gave it to Dwyer, who drives it in. Carboneau drives in. They got him for a charge. And that'll turn the ball. Turns it back to the Patriots. 1:51 left in the quarter, and it's 15-9 the Raiders. Having trouble getting it in. Almost a 5-second call. Back comes the Van Wagner of the Patriots. Gets it to O'Neal now. And they go inside. Dwyer steals it away for Rutland. And he wanted to dish it to Conway down on the floor. Doesn't go. Back the other way come the Patriots. Van Wagner now driving inside, and it's knocked away. Control. O'Brien loses it. It goes, or O'Neal loses it, and it goes back to the Raiders. We're down to 1:28 here in the first quarter. It's 15-9, and play right now is a little ragged here at this point. The Patriots or the Raiders will inbound it, and he goes to Dwyer. Carboneau to Dwyer to Sinus, and they got Pat for steps. So this will turn the ball back to Mount Anthony here. 1:23 left. 15-9, the Raiders up. Van Wagner to O'Neal. Goes inside now. The jump shot goes up, doesn't go. And Carboneau takes it away for the Raiders to Conway, to Paller, back to Conway. And possession arrow will favor the Patriots this time around. .104 left, first quarter. 15-9, the Raiders on top. The ball is, again, the Raiders go into full court press. They finally do get it in. Van Wagner. And actually, that was Odvar. And he turns the ball over. It goes back to Rutland now. So the Raiders will inbound it. And we're less than a minute here in the first quarter. 58 seconds left. Carboneau over to Conway. Conway to Dwyer now. Dwyer goes inside. All by himself is Sinus. Scramble for the ball, and the Patriots take it away. Oddfire goes to O'Neal. O'Neal drives in, and they're going to get Aaron Carboneau on the reach-in. So down to 37 seconds. And let's see, this will send O'Neal to the line for the Patriots. Hits the front end. He's got another one coming. 15-10 now. And O'Neill gets them both, so it makes it 15-11. The Raiders by 4. And they come down the court. This is Sinus, puts it up, doesn't hit, gets the back of the rim. And back come the Patriots now. Van Wagner brings it up with 25 seconds left. O'Neill now outside here, working against Carboneau, the Raiders. He goes inside to Van Wagner. Steps it out. Now they go back to O'Neill. Down to 12 seconds. Van Wagner drives in. And he puts it up and in. 6 seconds left, 15-13, and the Patriots are making it interesting here at this point. Carboneau puts it up and off the back of the rim at the buzzer. And after 1 quarter of play here from Keefe Gym, it's the Raiders 15 and the Patriots 13 on Channel 15, Rutland Region Community Television. Coach would appreciate it, that's all. Okay, back at Keefe Gymnasium here, junior varsity basketball this afternoon. Second quarter of play just about ready to begin here. 15-13, the Raiders over the Patriots. Rutland against Mount Anthony this afternoon. We got a varsity game to follow. Mayhew is in there for Rutland now. We got Mayhew, Conway, Blickarts, Bailey, and Sinus. And there's a pass to Conway off the glass and in. Back comes Mount Anthony, and somebody doesn't go. The rebound, it's a good thing that didn't go in because the Raiders were not back on defense that time around. 17-13, the Raiders up by 4. Mayhew dishes to Conway, and Conway gets it. Jake's got the hot hand here, and it's 19-13. Look at Mayhew now playing the man-to-man here. A push off there. James with the ball to Mount Anthony. They go to Crowley now. Crowley working against Blickarts of the Raiders. And they go inside. They got him for steps. Crowley travels, so the ball goes back to Rutland here, and it's 19-13. The Raiders on top with 7:10 to go. Raiders won the first matchup between the two teams down in the Monument Town by a score of 65-40. Down at Kate's Gymnasium there earlier in the season. Bailey working it outside now. Goes to Mayhew, going inside. Wanted to go to Sinus, and the ball is knocked away. James brings it up for Mount Anthony now. James. And they go inside. The shot goes up, doesn't go. Well, we got a fall over the back on Crowley of Mount Anthony. And we'll take a walk down the other end of the court. This will send Blickarts, Drew Blickarts, to the line for the Raiders. So Drew will go to the line here with 6:40 left in the second quarter. And the foul going against Crowley of the Patriots. That's his second personal. And it doesn't go. The rebound is controlled by the Patriots. We got a foul against the Raiders. This one going against Aaron Bailey of Rutland, so that's his first personal. Both teams have reached the limit, so everything will be a 1-and-1 from this point on. Shot doesn't go. Bailey rebounds for Rutland. And let's see, we got Aaron Bailey in there. Bailey, Mayhew, Conway, Sinus, and Blickarts. Sinus to Blickarts, up with the shot. Bailey rebounds. He gets fouled. The shot didn't go, but he's going to make a trip to the charity stripe here with 6:20 left in the second quarter, and Aaron Bailey will be shooting a couple of foul shots for the Raiders. The Raiders up 19-13. And that one there going against number 33, that's Galley of the Patriots. So he picks up the personal. And Aaron Bailey puts the first one through, making it 20 now, 20-13. Checking back in for the Patriots is Rice. And the second one doesn't go. Bailey gets 1 of 2. James pulls it away for the Patriots, and the Raiders are up 20-13 in the second quarter here. There's a long one. That one's going to fall short. He's on the end line. And Wolf steps on the end line. The ball goes back to the Raiders. We've got Bailey, Mayhew, Conway, Blickarts, and Sinus into the ball game for Rutland now. Conway bringing it up. Goes to Chris Mayhew in the lane. Wanted to go. It goes to Blickarts now. And a shot. Sinus with the rebound, and he gets hammered underneath. So Greg Sinus going to the foul line. This one going on number 41. That's Wolf. That's his second personal. And Greg Sinus going to the line. One of the 2 freshmen here. Greg drains the first one. 21-13 now. And he gets them both. So Greg Sinus adds to the Raiders score, and it's 22-13 now. And this is Rice bringing it up for the Patriots. Back to Rice now. Rice going inside to Crowley. Crowley puts it up, and it goes through. Crowley gets the bucket for Mount Anthony. It's 22-15, and back come the Raiders with 5:35 left. Second quarter of play here from Keefe Gymnasium. This is junior varsity action this afternoon. Sinus going inside to Mayhew. And man, I'll tell you, he was assaulted there. No call, but they call that one. There's the reach in. And Crowley reaches in. He's going to get called for the personal. Checking back in for the Raiders is Aaron Boynton. Checking out is Greg Sinus. 5:20 left in the second quarter. That's Crowley's third personal. And stepping to the line for the Raiders is Drew Blickarts. Doesn't go. Blickarts, 55% free throw shooter for the Raiders. The Raiders as a team shooting 54% from the charity stripe this year. James with the ball, bringing it up for the Patriots now. The Raiders on top, 22-15, 5:10 left in the second quarter here from Keefe Gym. Rebound controlled by Bailey of the Raiders, gets it ahead to Mayhew. Mayhew bringing it up now. We've got Bailey, Mayhew, Boynton's in there who just got the pass from Mayhew, also Barajeklian and Conway. And the shot goes up. It doesn't fall, but Barajeklian, no, they called it an offensive foul against Barajeklian, so the ball goes back to the Patriots, and the Raiders come with the full court press. This is Rice bringing it up for Mount Anthony now. Rice working against Conway out there. Puts up the jumper, doesn't go. Rebounded by Spring Boynton, and Boynton brings it back down to Mayhew. 4:34 left. Second quarter, Mayhew driving in, puts up the shot. They got him on a, let's see who they get on this one here. The foul on Mount Anthony. I think it was against Wolf, but we're not quite sure here. Let's see. .51, that's Green. Green's second personal. And stepping to the line is Chris Mayhew. And he doesn't get the first one. Chris will have another one coming here. Chris shooting 57% from the free throw line. He's averaging 10 points a game this year for the Rutland High Red Raiders. And he gets 1 of 2, so Mayhew makes it 23-15. The Raiders And the Patriots bring it back down. This is Rice, number 15, out there for the Patriots, working against Mike Stempek now. Stempek into the contest for the Raiders. The ball knocked around, and they're going to get Mike for stepping on the end line down there. So the ball goes back to Mount Anthony with 4:18 left. The Raiders on top, 23-15. Didn't go, and it's rebounded by Stempek of Rutland to Mayhew. Mayhew races ahead of the pack. He draws a crowd. He dishes. Nice play. Boy, they were converging on Mayhew, so he dished it to Boynton, and Boynton got the job done. 25-15. Nice play that time down. And they're going to get Chris for a reach in here. Mayhew commits the personal for the Raiders. 3:58 left, second quarter. The Raiders up 25-15, and that's Chris's second personal. So this will send James to the line for the Patriots. James getting a one-on-one here. He drains the first one. He's got another one coming. Makes it 25-16. 3:58 left, second quarter from Keefe Gymnasium. This is junior varsity action this afternoon. James gets them both, and he makes it 25-17. 3:58 to go, and the Raiders come back. Mayhew now. And he goes to Barrett-Jacquelian and Greg's Fall. So Barrett-Jacquelian will step to the line here with 3:52 left. That's Green's third for Mount Anthony. Barrett-Jacquelian's got another one coming. And Barrett-Jacquelian gets one of two, and it's 26-17, the Raiders. Back for the Patriots now. Stolen away, Mayhew. All by himself, he's got it. Off the glass and in. There's that Raider defense stepping up again. 28-17 now. The Raiders, with 3:36 to go, have the lead in the second quarter. There's a steal by Stempek. And he'll take it in off the front of the rim, and it's good. 30-17 now. The Raiders open it up against Mount Anthony now. This is James. James bringing it up. Working against Mayhew. Now he wanted to go inside there. Carpenter couldn't handle it, and the ball goes back to the Raiders. Pat Dwyer now in the ball game for the Raiders. The pass goes inside to Van Wagner, who Carpenter, he's going to be fouled. The shot doesn't go. And this is Stempek's, that's Mike's third. So Mike's going to take a seat, and into the ball game is Aaron Carboneau. So it's Mayhew, Carboneau, Barrett-Jacquelian, Dwyer, and Boynton into the contest for the Raiders. 3:09 left, 30-17. The Raiders have the lead, and this will put Carpenter on the charity stripe for the Patriots. Doesn't go, and it's rebounded by Barrett-Jacquelian ahead to Carboneau. Carboneau going to Dwyer, and threw a little bit too hard for Pat Dwyer, and it goes out of bounds. So the Patriots will inbound it. 3:04 left. And the Patriots bring it back now. Van Wagner brings it up for Mount Anthony, working against Carboneau, the Raiders. Goes inside to O'Neal, who's back in the ball game for Mount Anthony. O'Neal driving against Dwyer, throws it up. We get somebody on the arm here with a foul. Falls on Pat Dwyer, and that's, let's see. That's Pat's third. And this sends O'Neal to the foul line for the Patriots. And O'Neill sinks it. Both teams, I might add, are over the limit here, so that's why we're shooting shooting the fall shots here. Let's see, checking back in is Conway. So it's Carboneau, Conway, Mayhew, Berejiklian, and Boynton in there for the Raiders. O'Neill with the second shot. O'Neill gets them both, and 30-19 now. The Raiders have the lead. Carboneau to Conway, steps outside, lets it go, doesn't fall. And we got Greg Berejiklian on the. Well, I tell you, they're calling everything out here this afternoon. It's this one sends Patriots back to the charity stripe, and it's 30-19. The Raiders on top with 2:45. They might be setting a record here on falls in the first half here. 51 is the player number. That's Greg Berejiklian. That's his third fall of the contest. And this sends Potvin to the line for Mount Anthony. Doesn't go, and it's rebounded by Conway. Conway brings it down, dishes to Mayhew, off the glass, and good. Chris Mayhew, Conway to Mayhew, and it makes it 32-19, the Raiders. And we're down to 2:32 left in the second quarter here. Back to Van Wagner, and he's traveling. Raider defense creates another turnover, and the Raiders will inbound it. Checking back in for Mount Anthony is James. He steps back into the contest. Raiders going with Mayhew, Conway, Carboneau, Blickarts, and Boynton. They go to Carboneau. Carboneau drives in now. Bounce pass to Blickarts, puts it off the glass, doesn't go, and it's rebounded by Boynton. Doesn't go. He gets his own rebound. He's fouled the second time. Aaron Boynton with the putback, and he's fouled going in. Falls on 41. That's Wolf, and that's his third. And stepping to the line is Aaron Boynton for the Raiders. Aaron, 70% foul shooter this year, averaging 11.7 points a game for the Raiders. And he gets the front end. He's got another one coming. 33 for the Raiders and 19 for the Patriots. 2:19 left in the second quarter, and Boynton's second shot. And he drains that one. So Boynton makes them both, and it's 34-19. The Raiders on top of the Mount Anthony Patriots here from Keefe Gym. Junior varsity action this afternoon. This is Van Wagner now working against Carboneau, goes inside. Scramble for the ball. James loses it. Conway with a little dish to Carboneau, and he steps it back outside. 2 minutes left in the second quarter. The Mayhew, and Chris puts it off the rim. The rebound, O'Neill. O'Neill brings it down for Mount Anthony now. The Raiders drop into the zone with a 34-19 lead here. There's a shot from outside, and he got the roll. That's Wolf for Mount Anthony. And it's 34-21, and back comes Carboneau now for the Raiders. 1:34 left in the second quarter. Mayhew, Carboneau out in the backcourt. Conway's in there. Blickarts and also Boynton. Carboneau to the pass to Blickarts, puts it up, and the basket's good. And Drew is going to take a trip to the foul line. 1:22 left, second quarter, and it's 36-21. The Raiders on top. The foul going against number 41 for the Patriots, and that's Wolf. That's his third. Oh, wait a minute. My mistake here. 43 gets the personal, Potvin, and that's his first personal. And Blickarts gets the three-point play for the Raiders. It's 37-21. 1:20 left, second quarter. O'Neill now working against Carboneau with the ball, and he steps it out to James. James for the Patriots, working the point now. Goes back to O'Neill. O'Neill and steps up, doesn't go, and the rebound is Conway for the Raiders to Mayhew. Takes it in, and it goes through. Mayhew with the bucket for the Raiders, 39-21, 51 seconds left. Second quarter action here from Keefe Gymnasium this afternoon. O'Neill along cross court to Van Wagner, who lets it fly, doesn't go. Carboneau rebounds. Goes to Conway, off the glass and in. Pretty play, Carboneau to Conway. And it makes it 41-21, and the Raiders are cruising here with 30 seconds left in the second quarter. Back to James for Mount Anthony, and he puts it up. No, doesn't go. It's rebounded, and it goes in. And Wolf gets the bucket for the Patriots, and it's 41-23. We're down to 10 seconds left. Second quarter action here from Keefe Gym. He goes inside. Mayhew goes to Boynton off the glass. Aaron Boynton with the bucket, and that'll do it after 2 quarters of play here from Keefe Gymnasium. It's the Rutland High Red Raiders 43 and the Mount Anthony Patriots 23 on Channel 15, Rutland Region Community Television. Okay, back at Keefe Gymnasium here this afternoon where it's junior varsity action. The Rutland High Red Raiders out in front of the Mount Anthony Patriots 43-23, and we get ready to start the second half of play. Mark Carboneau here doing the play-by-play and Lori Sadowski on the camera. And we'll have varsity action here to follow this evening. The junior varsity squad of the Raiders coming into this contest with a record of 17-2, and they've handled the Patriots before down at Cates Gymnasium in Bennington. 65-40 winner down there, and they find themselves out in front here by 20. And this is probably one of the finer junior varsity squads under Coach Mark Benetatas here at Rutland High, and it's been a good season for the Raider JV teams and this particular team. And the Raiders come out with Carboneau, Mayhew, Barajeklian, Bailey, and Blickarts in for the Raiders. We'll give you the scoring in the first half. We got a foul out in front, and Aaron Carboneau picks up the personal here. It must be the officials check the book, and they're got to bring the quota up there in the second half here. So the Raiders. Patriots will inbound against the Raiders, and the Raiders have a 43-23 lead as we start the third quarter of play here. That's Aaron Carboneau's third personal. So he quickly picked it up and he quickly exited, and Crawley goes up with a shot, and it's good. And the Patriots score first here in the second half from Keefe Gym, 43-25. The Raiders on top. Mayhew off the glass and in. Chris Mayhew with the bucket for the Raiders, and it's 45-25, and back comes Galley for the Patriots. And that's, whoa, they missed one there. That's got to be a walk. Well, he got a reprieve. He got the ball over to Wolf. Wolf over to James, and James goes back to Galley, and Galley this time into the lane, and the shot doesn't go. And it's rebounded by Bailey of the Raiders, and he gets it to Mayhew. Chris Mayhew now with the basketball, passes it over to Bailey, and they go to Conway from outside, doesn't go, and Blickarts puts it off the glass and in. Drew Blickarts with the bucket, and it's 47-25, the Raiders on top. 6:57 left here, third quarter action from Keefe Gymnasium this afternoon. Galley goes inside, off the glass and in. 47-27, the Raiders by 20 now. Mayhew going to Conway now. Conway wants to go inside. He hits Bailey. Now they swing it to Mayhew. And Chris with the shot, and he's fouled on the play. And this will put Mayhew on the free throw line for the Raiders. Chris shooting 57% from the charity stripe. Into the ball game is Aaron Boynton for Rutland. Mayhew puts it up, and it's 48-27 now. And the second shot goes in. Mayhew with the second shot, and it's 49-27. Back come the Patriots. It's Galley now. Working against Barajeklian out in front. He goes to Rice over to Galley. Galley gonna let this one fly, and it's off the rim, doesn't go, and the rebound picked up by Blickarts of the Raiders. Drew Blickarts holds it up. It's at the Conway now. Jake Conway out in front here. Goes to Mayhew. They want to go inside, and it's knocked out of bounds, and the Raiders will inbound it. 6:06 left, second half action here. We're in the third quarter, and it's 49-27. The Raiders on top of the Mount Anthony Patriots. Barajekli and the Blickarts off the glass and in. 51-27, and the Raiders on top. James now going to Galley. Galley steps it up. The Raider defense of the zone. Yeah, they go in the middle, and Crowley puts it up. Doesn't go, and it's rebounded by Mayhew. Chris Mayhew pulls it down. We got 5:40 left in the third quarter here. Junior varsity action this afternoon. It's the Raiders and the Patriots. This is Barajekli going in, and we got a foul. And a foul going against Wolf. That's let's see, I think that's his fourth. No, they called it on 53. That's Crawley, so that's his fourth. And stepping to the line here is Greg Barajekli for the Raiders. And Barajekli gets the first one. He's a 48% free throw shooter for the Raiders. And he averaged 7.4 points a game this year for Rutland. And Barajekli gets the second one. And it's 53-27 now. The Raider JV's out in front of Mount Anthony. There's a shot from James that goes off the rim, and Boynton, as he's done so often this year, pulls it down for the Raiders. And he gets it to Mayhew slicing through, and the ball goes out of bounds, and the Raiders will inbound it. Goes inside, Boynton puts it up, doesn't go. The rebound knocked around down there. Down goes Blickarts. And let's see, this will turn the ball back to the Patriots. So the Raiders on top, 53-27. And we're down to 5:10 now in the contest. There's a steal by Conway, and Jake's going to lay it off the glass and in. Jake Conway with the bucket, and it's 55-27, down to 4:58 left. Third quarter, it's Galley. And they go to James, who lets it fly, doesn't go. Galley there out, tried to get the rebound. He's all over the floor, and it's picked up by Mayhew. Mayhew bringing it down now. Little dish to Boynton inside. Pretty play by the Raiders, and it's 57-27. And back come the Patriots now. The Raider defense, and Jake had nowhere to go but over the top. And he'll pick up the personal here. Second team foul for the Raiders, and the Patriots have two. Checking in for Rutland is Dave Paller, and checking out Greg Barajekli. And Pat Dwyer checks in, and Drew Blickarts checking. Those two guys have done a super job, as the rest of the Raiders. They're going to take a timeout here from Keefe Gym, Rutland Region Community Television. 57-27, the Raiders over the Patriots. Okay, back here at Keefe Gym at 4:28 left here, third quarter, and the Raiders on top, 57-27. O'Neal, and he gets the ball back. They go inside now. Stolen away. Here comes Mayhew, and off the glass, doesn't go. The shot goes up and in. Not sure who got the bucket. I think it was Conway for the Raiders. 59-27. Back to O'Neal now. Down the other side for the Patriots. He goes to Rice. O'Neal's going to take the long one. Doesn't go, and it's rebounded by Crawley. And he was falling backwards. Let's see. They got one of the Raiders for the fall. Pat Dwyer will pick up the personal. And that's Pat's fourth personal foul here in the contest. The Raiders on top, 59-27. The Raiders 3 team fouls, and the Patriots 2 team fouls. There's O'Neal, and they go into the corner now. The shot there by Rice doesn't go, and it's Crawley pulls it down, puts it through the twines, and it's 59-29. The Raiders up here, 3:42 left. Third quarter action here from Keefe Gym Junior Varsity this afternoon. And Paller with the ball goes inside to Boynton, up and in. Aaron Boynton with the bucket for the Raiders, and it's 61-29. Back the other way, Galley for the Patriots. A little one-hander goes up and in. Galley puts it through. And it's 61-31. The Raiders on top, 3:15 left. Third quarter, over to Conway now. Back to Dwyer. Pat's going to set it up from three-point land. Doesn't go, and the rebound is pulled down by the Patriots. Rice races ahead now. And he goes inside. The shot goes up, and it's good. Wolf puts it through for the Mount Anthony Patriots, and it's 61-33, and the Raiders are on top. Down to 2:48 left in the third quarter. Conway from way out doesn't get it. And we got a foul. Let's see. This one goes over the back. This one's going to go against Aaron Boynton of the Raiders. So the Raiders pick up their fourth team foul. The Patriots with 2. And that's Aaron Boynton's first personal. 61-33, the Raiders on top, 2:44 left. Third quarter action here from Keefe Gym this afternoon. And we go Galley now with the Patriots to O'Neal. O'Neal there wants to put it up, goes the other side to Rice. They go inside, and it's tipped away. The Raiders, Boynton controls with 2:20. He gets it ahead to Mayhew. 2:20 left in the third quarter here. They go inside to Paller. Paller goes to Greg Sinus. Back to Paller. Now they step it out to Mayhew. Drives, and Chris Mayhew gets the jumper. 63-33, and the Raiders are cruising here with 2:08 left in the third quarter from Keefe Gym. Back to O'Neal now for the Patriots. Rice wants to throw it up. Doesn't go, and the rebound by Sinus. Ahead to Conway with the fast break to Boynton. And they called Boynton for steps. Boynton wanted to dunk it in there. It didn't go. Basket didn't go, and they got called for steps. And Mount Anthony will inbound it here. 63-33. The Raiders on top. 1:55 left. And back comes Galley from Mount Anthony now. Galley running the point goes to O'Neal. O'Neal now guarded by Carboneau. Aaron Carboneau in the ball game. We got Carboneau, Conway, Paller, Sinus, and Boynton. Tipped away, and Sinus runs it down. And they called him out of bounds. So the ball goes back to Mount Anthony. Raiders on top by 30 here with 1 minute and 36 seconds to left in the third quarter. And there's a shot by Rice. Rice hits the three-pointer, and it's 63-36. Back comes Carboneau now for the Raiders. Goes to Sinus. Greg Sinus goes to the other freshman, Conway, who puts it through the twine. Sinus and Conway. And it's 66-36, 1:14 left, third quarter. Back to O'Neal now for the Patriots to Rice. Wolf puts it up, doesn't go, and it's rebounded by Boynton to Carboneau. Carboneau now holding it up here. Now he goes off Boynton to Conway with the shot in the lane, doesn't go, bounced around. Conway gets it back. Carboneau's going to step it out now, working against O'Neal. Has his pocket pick, gets it back. And there's a block. And Paller got the block, but they got him on the personal. Rice went in for the Patriots, put the shot up. Paller went in and nailed it. 65-36, Raiders up, and stepping to the line here is Rice for Mount Anthony. And 44 seconds left on the clock. And Rice makes it 65-37 now. And he's got another one coming here. 44 seconds left. And that was on Dave Paller. That's his first personal. The second shot doesn't go, and it's rebounded by Sinus ahead to Carboneau. Carboneau brings it in now against O'Neal. And he goes inside, works it back outside now to Sinus. Sinus goes to Conway to Paller. Paller puts it up, and he's fouled on the play. Picking up the personal is Wolf for the Patriots. And that's Wolf's fourth personal. Patriots with 3 team fouls, the Raiders with 5, and we're down to 32 seconds left in the third quarter. This is Conway driving the base. He goes inside to Boynton. Him and Galley tangle. And the ball will stay down at this end. It'll be a Raider ball out of bounds. 27 seconds left. 65-37. The Raiders on top. They go to Boynton. It's tipped away. Boynton gets it back into the lane, and it's good. Aaron Boynton with the bucket, 67-37. And we're down to 20 seconds in the quarter. Galley brings it up. And they go inside to Rice. Back to Galley now, outside. Swings it to Rice, who puts it up. Doesn't go, and it's rebounded by Galley. He has it tipped away by Boynton. And let's see who they got on the foul here. And they got Paller on the foul. Dave Paller gets the personal for the Raiders. 2 seconds left. Third quarter, and the Raiders up 67-37. Raiders with 6 team fouls, and the Patriots with 3. Dave Paller has 2 personals this afternoon, and stepping to the line here for the Patriots is Green. And the first one hits the back of the iron. He's got another one coming here. 1 shot left. The Raider JVs, 17-2, coming into this contest this afternoon, and the shot there is good. So Green gets 1 of 2 when it's 67-38. And Sinus puts it up, and it's blocked. But after 3 quarters of play from Keith Jim, it's the Raiders 67 and the Patriots 38. On Channel 15, Rutland Region Community Television. Okay, back at Keith Gym, we get ready for the 4th and final quarter here in this JV contest. It's the Raiders 67 and the Patriots 38. And this being the final quarter of play for the Rutland Raider JV team. This year's squad made up of 10 sophomores and 2 freshmen. And Mount Anthony will inbound it now. James throws it up, doesn't go, and it's rebounded. Galley had it, lost it. Carboneau picked it up. And they got Aaron Carboneau for traveling. So the Patriots will take it out of bounds here with 7:42 left. And the Raiders up 67-38. 7:40 left in the contest, and they got Galley for traveling. So that turns the ball back to the Raiders. We got Stempak, Carboneau, Boynton, Paller, and Greg Sinus in there in the backcourt now. Carboneau and Stempak. 7:34 left, 4th quarter action from Keith Gym. And this is Stempak going inside to Paller, and he's fouled. And Potvin gets the personal for Mount Anthony. So inbounding it here, Sinus now goes to Dave Paller, and Paller puts it through the twines. It's 70-38, and the Raiders are cruising now with 7:20 left here in the 4th quarter. The Raiders looking for a sweep of the Patriots. They've swept everybody in the state of Vermont here they've faced this year, with the exception of Essex. And this is Crawley. Goes back to Galley now. Galley. And they got Greg Sinus for reaching in. So stepping to the line here is Galley to shoot a 1-on-1 here for Mount Anthony. The Patriots coming into Keith Gym here, facing this tough junior varsity squad. And they're trying to add another, the Raiders trying to add another notch here to that list of victims. And there's Galley puts it through and makes it 69-39 now. And Galley will get another one. 7:01 left, 4th quarter. The foul going against Greg Sinus. That's his first. And the shot goes up and in. So that makes it 69-41, and back come the Raiders. Carboneau now driving against James out in front. Goes to Stempak. to Paller. Paller going to Sinus, who takes the jumper, doesn't go, and it's rebounded. I think we got foul on Aaron Boynton. So we're going back the other way. 69-41. The Raiders on top with 6:44 left. And the final game for the Raider JV squad this year, and it's been a successful season with a record of 17-2, and a chance to sweep the Patriots here. The Raiders they lost their opening game at Essex, and then they went on a what could be an 18-1 run here. If they pull this one off, the only other loss with with the Raider team was a loss down at Pittsfield, Mass. And Crawley with the second shot, and he gets it. So Crawley gets them both, and it's 69-43, and the Raiders bring it back up with Carboneau working against James out there. Goes to Stempak, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay right down at that end, and the Raiders will inbound it. Stempak now goes to, it does go to Stempak. Went from Sinus to Stempak to Boynton, who puts up the jumper, doesn't go, and it's rebounded, stripped away. Sinus gets it back. They go to Stempak. Carboneau's going to light it up, and it doesn't go. It went off the back of the rim, and it's rebounded by Galley. Galley pulls it down for Mount Anthony, and he brings it ahead with 6:19 left in the contest. Here's Carboneau going with the steal, tipped away, gets it back, and tried to go to Stempak, but it went out of bounds. So we're down to 6:12 left, and it's 69-43 Raiders. And back come the Patriots. The Raiders have 17 fouls, and the Patriots 4 at this point. Back comes Galley now. Galley for the Patriots. Gets it to James. James, now the Raiders in the zone defense, the 2-1-2 zone here, going in the fourth quarter with the big lead. There's James in the corner, and doesn't decide what. Finally gives it up to Galley, and he puts it up, doesn't go, and it's going to go out of bounds. And the Raiders will inbound it. 5:48 left, fourth quarter action here. Junior varsity action this afternoon, and we've got the varsity action. Actually, it's early evening now. Checking into the, let's see, we got some subs in for Mount Anthony. The Raiders going with Sinus, Stempak, Carboneau, Boynton, and Dave Paller in there. So that's the Raider lineup. 5:40 to go here, fourth quarter. To Sinus now with the ball. Drives on Galley, the dish to Boynton, knocked away, but he saves it, and it goes to Crawley. Crawley goes to Galley, and Galley brings it down for the Patriots. Boy, they missed that one. And back we go now. This is Galley. And he's walking all over the place. Now he throws it out of bounds. So with 5:12 left, the Raiders will inbound it, and they'll bring it back up here. This is Carboneau going to Stempak now. Stempak working against Galley, back to Carboneau. Aaron Carboneau out in front here, running the point, goes to Boynton now. Boynton down low. And has it knocked away momentarily. To Crawley, and I believe that's Crawley's fifth possibly. Let's see, we'll check it out. So Crawley will pick up his fifth personal, and he'll exit here. And the Raiders will inbound at 69-43. Crawley did a good job for the Patriots out there. He hit some key jumpers in the lane, and he controlled the boards there for the Patriots. So he falls out of the contest, and the Raiders have the lead 69-43, and Sinus is looking for somebody to throw it to. He finds Aaron Boynton. They go inside to Paller, and we got a foul going against number 43 out there from Mount Anthony. That's Potvin. So it'll be inbounded here. We only got 6 team fouls. We need one more here, and this will send the Raiders to the line. So Sinus will inbound it for Rutland. They go to Paller, who puts it up, and it goes. Dave Paller with the bucket. 71-43, and we're down to 4:43 left in the fourth quarter here. Stepping up is Galley, and he hits it. Galley drains it for Mount Anthony, and it's 71-46. 4:34 left. Carboneau coming up for Rutland now. Working against Van Wagner, goes to Stempeck. Stempeck now driving the base. Bounce pass to, and Sinus gets the bucket. It went to Boynton and went off the back of the rim, and Sinus put it in. Greg Sinus with the basket for Rutland. 73-46, and working his way in is Van Wagner, and he took too many steps. Barajeklian ready to check in for the Raiders. He replaces Aaron Boynton, and he's had a fine season here at Rutland. Aaron, the transfer student from Mount Anthony, coming up, and this has got to be sweet revenge going against his old teammates here. Aaron doing a fine job. Aaron Boynton out there, and back to the play now. We've got Stempeck. The Barajeklian, and he puts it in. Buddha with the basket. 75-46. 3:52 left. And the Raiders looks like they're going to get that sweep. There's Galley from way outside. The Raiders will get the sweep here against Mount Anthony. And stepping out now is Mike Stempeck. Another one, the Raider junior varsity members here doing a fine job this year at the guard position. They go outside now. Mount Anthony controls, and this is in the lane there. Driving in is number 25. That was Advar for Mount Anthony. He got fouled on the play, so that'll put him at the foul line. The Raiders 17 fouls, and the Patriots 6 team fouls. A foul going against Greg Sinus. That's his second personal of the contest. And Advar puts it through. 75-47 now. 3:39 left. Fourth quarter action from Keith Jim, and Advar gets them both for Mount Anthony. 75-48. And the Raiders will go to 18-2 on the season, and they'll close out probably one of Coach Benetatos' finer teams here, finer seasons, and he's had one of his best teams in his coaching days here at coaching junior varsity here at Rutland. The Patriots now with Galley going in the lane, and he makes it good, and it's 75-50 now. And we're down to 3:10 left in the fourth quarter here. Carboneau goes in the lane, puts up the shot, doesn't go, gets his own rebound, puts up the second effort, and it goes. Aaron Carboneau with the bucket, and it's 77-50. There's Galley now, down the other way for the Patriots, goes to Van Wagner. Van Wagner now working outside against Mayhew. Mayhew and Carboneau out in front in that Raiders zone. You got Paller in the middle, and Sinus and Barajeklian underneath. Advar puts it up off the glass, doesn't go. Barajeklian outlet to Mayhew with a bounce pass to Paller, and he's fouled going in. Another nice play. The Raiders have done that all year. They get a steal on the defensive end, and they convert it. And this time picking up the fall down there for Mount Anthony. Paller will step to the line. Aaron Carboneau will exit. And a good job, Aaron, on a good season for this Raider JV team. Aaron, one of the sophomores. This team here, 10 sophomores and 2 freshmen for Coach Mark Benetatos this year. Dave Paller to the line, one of those sophomores, and Dave had some trouble with the foul line earlier this year, but he's improved quite a bit, and Dave doing a fine job out there for the Raiders. 77-50, the Raiders on top with 2:33 left, and Dave hits one of 2, the free throw line. It's 78-50. And O'Neill now for the Patriots. They go inside. The turnaround is no good, and the rebound is run down by Advar. He goes cross court to O'Neill, who puts it up. It's blocked there by Paller. Down comes Sinus, ahead to Mayhew, off the glass and in. 80-50. Chris Mayhew with the bucket for the Raiders, and we're down to 2:07 now in the fourth quarter. Back to O'Neill now. O'Neill working outside to Rice. They step it back to O'Neill. He goes across the odd bar, and they put it in the lane, and it goes up, and it goes through. Wolf gets the bucket for the Patriots, and it's 80-52. We're down to 150 left. And when talking with Coach Benetatos before the game, he just wanted to say that it was an honor to coach this team here this year at Rutland High, this junior varsity team, and they should be commended for a fine job. He said he's had a good season with the fellas, and he also said that they're a good bunch of kids, and they play hard. And when they step onto the court, they give all that they have. They give 110% every time they go out there. And it was a pleasure to coach this group this year. Stepping to the line there is Greg Sinus, and he gets a slap from the other freshman on the team here, Jake Conway. So he gets the front end here, and he'll get another one coming, 81-52. He gets 1 of 2, and Conway rebounds for the Raiders, puts it off the glass. He's fouled going up. And they're having some fun out there now, and they can rest easy now. They've accomplished a successful season here at the junior varsity level. Only good things to come now as these fellas move on to the varsity level next year. Coach Thompson's got to be somewhat happy watching this and watching this junior varsity team through the year. Conway misses the first one. He's got another one coming. And I'll tell you, this squad's taken on everybody in the state of Vermont. They've only lost one. So that's a credit to this team. Jake Conway gets 1 of 2. And it's 82-52. The Raiders on top here at Keefe Gymnasium. Junior varsity action. Back the other way. The shot goes up there by number 50 of the Patriots, and he puts it through. And I don't have a name for him. There he is. Nope. Down the other way. Ball is knocked out of bounds, and the Raiders will inbound it. There's no 50 out there. Well, there's a 50 out there. No, I'm sure there isn't a 50. 51 is the number. Okay. Bounce pass to Conway, and he goes to Mayhew. And they go to Sinus now. Sinus goes to Bailey. Bailey with the shot, and it's good. And the basket will count. Aaron Bailey here with a chance for a three-point play. It's 84-54. And I'll tell you, this Raider team this year has put the points on the board. I don't know what they're averaging. Let's see. 51.1 is what their opposition's averaging against them. They're averaging 68.2 points a game coming into this one. So they've put some points on the board this year. And Aaron Bailey stepping to the line here, and the shot is good. So Bailey gets the three-point play, and it's down to 113 here in the contest at Keefe Gym. The Raiders over the Patriots, 85-54. The shot from way out there doesn't go, and it's rebounded by Bailey ahead to Mayhew. And they go to Sinus, up and in. Greg Sinus. And it's 87-54. I tell you, it's a treat watching this junior varsity team, as it has been all year. I've enjoyed it. And I know everybody else that's connected with this junior varsity team here at Rutland, as whether it be a parent or a student or whatever. They've certainly entertained the crowds here at Keefe Gym and on the road this year. 87-54, 41 seconds left here from Keefe Gym. And Rice puts it up for Mount Anthony. Sinus down to Conway, and he controls it. Wanted to go in the lane, and O'Neill steps in and takes it away for the Patriots. 26 seconds left, 87-54, and the shot goes up, and it's good. Wolf bags it for Mount Anthony. It's 87-56 now. And back the other way, Mayhew here will step it out. Into the lane, the Sinus now, down to 8 seconds. To Mayhew with 4 seconds. Lets it go off the glass. That'll do it. The final junior varsity contest for this year. And the Raiders complete an 18-2 record. And I'll tell you, this team's to be commended because they did a super job out here, every one of them. And for Mark Carboneau, this is Mark Carboneau, and for Brian Mayhew, we'll hope to see you down the road. The final score here from Keith Jim in this one, the Rutland High Red Raiders 87 and the Mount Anthony Patriots 56. You're watching Channel 15, Rutland Region Community Television.